challenge of shooting in challenging towns. Let's get into it. I recently went to the town of Ashford in Kent to see if I could challenge myself to shoot in a town that isn't known for its beauty or as a popular street photography location. The goal was to show you and me how you can push your creativity and find interesting shots in an environment that many photographers would overlook. When shooting in a town like this, there are a few techniques that you can use that can help you make the most of your environment. Working in a place that isn't visually striking forces you to be more creative. These limitations can push you to think differently and find shots that may not be immediately obvious. Look for layers. To add depth to your images, try layering your shots. Use foreground objects like people walking, signs or dustbins. Focus on your mid-ground activity and also capture in the background details to create a more dynamic scene. Doing this challenge, I found that sometimes the most unexpected places can offer unique moments and stories if you know how to look for them. And once you develop an eye for capturing these moments, ultimately you'll become a stronger photographer. Just a quick one, if you haven't already, please give this video a like and please subscribe for more tips and tutorials coming your way. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So when I shot in Ashford in Kent, even though I was hoping for miserable weather to make the challenge even more challenging, for the most part the skies were actually clear blue. So it was actually fairly easy to get interesting shots. On good weather days like this, always look for the light. It's one of the most powerful tools in street photography. Good light can actually guide you and can create dramatic contrasts when you introduce shadows into the composition. It can also highlight details and allow you to use the fishing technique, where you wait for the right person to enter the light and or shadow at the perfect time. If you pay attention to how the light interacts with the environment, you'll see that colours become more vibrant, shadows will become more distinct, and you'll start to notice how light hits your subjects and even surfaces from different angles. One of the nicest things that you'll find when shooting in midday sunshine is that you get dappled light and shadows reflected by the trees and the overhanging buildings, which ultimately makes your photos look more interesting than if you were shooting in overcast conditions. The contouring of shadows can also make your compositions look more interesting. Even in a town that's not visually exciting, seeking out where light falls and waiting for the right subject can help you capture dynamic and engaging images. If you're shooting on a day when there is no light and also shooting on a day where there's good light, if the town hasn't got any interesting structures or streets to photograph, the key is to shift your focus. It's not just about the buildings, it's about the people, the atmosphere, and those hidden stories that unfold in front of you. The closer that you can get to capture your subjects in order to capture their personalities, the better. Now, I'm not one for getting too close to somebody and invading their personal space. It makes me feel uncomfortable, and I certainly don't want the subject to feel uncomfortable either. So on this shoot, I used the 28mm Ricoh GR3, as I initially wanted to see if I could get some interesting wide shots of the streets of Ashford. But I also used the crop modes 35mm and 50mm respectively. This way I can kind of get in closer without actually physically getting too close to the subject. I set up the Ricoh GR3 in aperture priority. I mainly used apertures from f3.2 to f5.6 simply because I like a softer vibe to my images. I always use auto ISO. During the day, I use an ISO range of 100 to 3200 with a minimum shutter speed of 1/250th of a second. This setup gives you a lot of flexibility. It can handle anything from bright sunlight to shaded areas without needing to make any manual tweaks. For those who want to know, I also used auto area autofocus in the center mode. It works for me in 99% of situations and it basically does the job just fine. Just watching people doing daily things can be interesting. Everyone has their own character and you can capture this through your images. Towns like Ashford are great for capturing people doing their daily routines because a town is usually a hub of local stores that people flock to on a daily basis to run errands, potentially meet up with friends, or simply go about their lives. You'll find that these everyday moments create an authentic and relatable narrative that you can capture through your lens and show your viewers, showing the flow of real life in a town that's often overlooked. It's not just the streets where you'll find interesting things to shoot, it's also in the details such as bus stops, window displays, and even strange tourist information podiums in the middle of the street. Churches, window displays, and even dustbins can provide quirky compositions that can make your shots stand out. So what towns do you know of will provide you with this kind of challenge? I'd love to know what towns you have in mind, so please let us know down below. So it really doesn't matter where you're taking your street shots. You can find interesting characters, compositions, and details pretty much anywhere. However, if you want to know what the perfect place to shoot any kind of photography is, then check out this video here. Until we meet again, go forth and create.
And I wouldn't say that it's been